Here we are at Wentworth, little town, most extreme west of New South Wales, on the Murray River. We set off from Wentworth to paddle about 30k or something south with the river flow, stopping for morning tea. Lots of places to stop. This is a especially wild part of the Murray River, just south of the confluence of where the Darling comes into the Murray. So this is the two rivers now combined, and these maps show our route, and follow the little arrow there where we are paddling, and you'll see that we're just below a loch, and one of 13 lochs in the Murray. It's a particularly interesting area if you like wilderness, because there's no roads. There's some dirt tracks, which I've gone on my dirt bike. You've got to be pretty brave if you take a four-wheel drive down some of it. It's pretty rough, but on a dirt bike you can manage it. The online government map that you're looking at is pretty good, and there's also commercial guidebooks which are excellent, which give you a lot of detail of the sections of the river. There, you have to buy quite a few of them because there's a lot of river. Obviously, it's about 2,000 kilometers of navigable waterway alone. Back on the river, paddling our trusty cabo kayak with all the camping gear on it. Carol at the bow, working hard. Carol really enjoys paddling and the experience on the river. It's not challenging usually. You might get the headwinds and changeable weather, but that's about it. There's lots of silted up areas around the river where the floodwaters deposit. I use just milk bottles for sterilized milk bottles for water. Here we are at our morning tea stop, and you see the blue marker. These are kilometre markers on the river, and they're not every kilometre, of course. They're a bit sporadic, but they tell you how far you are from the mouth. So we left at 8:30, kilometre marking 8:30. Here I am flying the drone, looking east over this amazing park, which I've ridden through on the dirt bike, called the Sunset Desert Park. It's extremely wild and remote, and big, thick sand with big sand dunes and scrub. So a real adventure to go there on the dirt bike and explore craters and salt pans. So all this I'm looking at from the New South Wales side of the river. I'm looking over at Victoria and the Sunset Desert Park. The drone is great for giving you a perspective of what we're doing, and I got to watch out for the whistling kites. They tend to attract the drone, and so do some other birds as well. And I'm not a fantastic drone pilot. I just do it for some perspectives. Our first night's camp, again, it's on just a bit of a floodplain, really dried out floodplain. It's nice. This particular bit was nice sand. A lot of the Murray is mud, and there's the amateur drone pilot. But the weather this time of the year is generally pretty good, and this is desert region, so you get very little rain. Lunch stop after camping. Again, I put up the drone to you see this huge reach of the river. It's very wide and fairly deep, most of the Murray. The DJI, I use a DJI Mini 3 drone, which is pretty good. It's a bit rough, my videography, but you get the idea. You see the turbidity, they call it, the color of the water. It's pretty opaque, and Yeah, a lot of a lot of locals I know, they don't swim in it. Some do, some don't. I've swam in it, and I'm still here to tell the tale. But of course, as we've seen from the algae bloom at the mouth of the Murray recently in 2026, it's pretty bad what's happening. So yeah, loading our kayak up. We've got a lot of gear on it, and the Cabo 3 is a three-person kayak. Notice we've got life jackets, and we got all safety gear, including a satellite communicator. We use a Denali three-person hiking tent. I like the Denali brand. It's not high-end, it's not low-end, it's quite medium quality. And I've used a little Denali hiking tent on my motorbike for about 10 years. Morning time is beautiful on the Murray. You get the dawn chorus, and you can really enjoy the tranquility. Get the billy on, and yeah, as long as there's not a fire ban or whatever, you just very simple living. We take quite a lot of water with us. We take about 30 litres, I think. But yeah, porridge in the morning with the belly boiling, and we use these lightweight hiking fold-away seats. People of a certain age appreciate being able to sit down comfortably and support your back. Knowing where you are on the Murray can be tricky. I know you've got your markers and everything, but I always carry my trusty Garmin Montana GPS, which has got it's actually got marine charts, which I use when I'm off yachting as well. And in addition, I've got my map on my phone, and I've got ordnance survey maps, paper ones as well. Sounds like overkill maybe, but I'm a bit of a navigator. You notice the wheels. We use the wheels sometimes if we need to. We move the kayak, but also it was to go around lots of occasions. It's pretty loaded up, the Cabo kayak, and morning tea is part of our nice ritual. What we use is, you notice our footwear, we use Crocs, and I use tights because you get really bad sunburn anywhere in Australia.
The other side's better.
So, but yeah, getting to the end of our trip now, we were looking, went up the Zana branch to look for a camp spot, but the humidity and a storm was coming, so we actually just carried on to the fishing campsite at Fort George, which is a beautiful campsite, and I talked to the owner, and the owner kindly gave me a lift back to our car, so I drove the 20 odd k's back to retrieve. What a beautiful trip.